Hello everybody, I wanted to send a video because I knew it might be easier for you than reading the email. I do have the email below, so you're welcome to read that. Everything that I'm going to say in this video is pretty much in the email, so you're not going to be missing anything if you just watch the video. But what I want to let you know is that over the last few weeks, God has been stirring within me to call the church, our church, Orchard, and the universal body of believers to wake up. While the world is forfeiting all morality and God, we as believers cannot afford to sleep nor slumber. We cannot afford to sit by passively waiting for the course of immorality, unrighteousness, and godlessness to change. So therefore, I want to encourage those who have become weary and complacent this past year. I want to quicken those who have allowed their faith to dwindle and die out. Please hear me. The enemy seeks to kill, steal, and destroy. Do not allow him to succeed over you and your family. He desires to hinder and cripple the church. Do not allow him this opportunity. Jesus has already given us, his church, the victory. Therefore, the only way that Satan wins over us is if we concede to him. Therefore, do not allow this to happen. And I believe that for many believers over 2021, we have slowly given up our rights and our freedom to the enemy, and that's not okay. The Apostle Paul tells us that no prize is worth winning if the race isn't worth running. And he tells us that in 2 Timothy chapter 4. Paul calls us to run the race. He calls us to be faithful and to not give up. Therefore, I want to remind you, wake up. Now is not the time to be reserved in your pursuit of heaven. Now is the time, more than ever, that we as believers need to stand together, stand strong, seek God, his work, his word, and his direction. Now, please know that this is not a plea in order to increase the numbers of Orchard. I'm not sending this email or sending this video to say, well, I hope next Sunday we have more people show up than last Sunday. That's not the plea at all. The plea is for your soul and for the soul of your loved ones. Therefore, let's determine to make 2021 the year that the church, that is you and me, seek God unashamed, unhindered, and unapologetic. Let us not just sit back and hope that things get better for the good. Let us be a church that continually seek God and ask that he do something in our midst. Well, I do have some incredible news that many of you did not know about. I was supposed to send a video about kind of our Fully Alive update. But as you all know, last year brought with it a lot of unusual mix of events. And 2021 is proving to be even more bizarre. Yet in one of the most difficult moments for the world and the church, God has continued to be proven faithful. This past November, we celebrated our 1-year anniversary of our Fully Alive campaign. Now, when we thought that 2020 may be one of the worst years to be in the midst of a capital campaign, God has proven himself faithful. And at this moment, we have raised over $150,000. That's right, $150,000 in 1 year. That is a blessing. That is amazing. We are just $50,000 away from our $200,000 goal. Therefore, I want to personally thank each person, each family who has been faithful in their commitment. Your faithfulness will be rewarded by God. Therefore, I want to also encourage everyone who committed to this capital campaign to fulfill your commitment. God takes commitments very seriously. He says in Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 5, it is better not to make a vow than to make one and not fulfill it. Therefore, do not keep your commitments to the Fully Alive campaign. Do not just keep your commitment to the Fully Alive campaign, but instead fulfill it to God. It is a commitment you made to God, and therefore watch him supply for your needs. Again, more than ever before, I want to encourage you to make the determination to seek after God. I want to encourage you to make the determination and commitment today to join us again this Sunday. Listen, if you choose not to, that is between you and the Lord. I pray that you do not give up on your faith and in your faith. The world is changing and it is going crazy. And it is by all appearance good against evil. And the enemy is seeking to kill, steal, and destroy. So do not give in. Do not sit back. Do not be passive. Now is the time. We as the church need to come together more so than ever before and seek God, His presence, His direction, His leadership in our church and in the world around us. So I pray that I see you this Sunday as we seek God. So would you come? Would you be with us? I do want to say, I say this with all sincerity. I love each one of you. I'm praying for you, praying that God will continue to stir our hearts, leading us to Him in all things. May God bless you, and I hope to see you soon.